Hi, I'm James Schillinglaw, and I'm here today with Renee Youngmans, who's the president of Vacation Express, which is a pretty major wholesaler based down in the Atlanta area. And I actually have not ever met Renee, and this is the first time, but we've been talking. And we're going to talk to Renee about his company, what he offers. And I actually met one part of his team down here in Mexico, where I am. And was impressed. And so we're going to talk to him about all the things that Vacation Express offers and more on Insider Travel Report. Now, first of all, Renee, how are you and where are you?
Well, I'm in Atlanta. As you said, that's where our head office is. So, yeah, I've been working from home like most people for over 6 months now, and it's you're almost getting used to it, right? So it's been more than 6 months, and we don't have any immediate plans yet to go back to the office, but I'm sure we'll be making plans the next few months.
Yeah, no, it is. We are getting used to this, and of course, I mean, I would say I've been getting used to this since about 2003 when I moved home, or remotely, I should say. We can't say that. But it remotely means I can really do business from anywhere. And as I mentioned, I have to confess, while I've heard of Vacation Express over the many years I've been in the business, I don't know much about it. Can you tell us a little bit about the history of the company?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we've been around for quite some time. You know, it does go fast. So actually 36 years. We were founded in 1988. It's just that we tended to be a bit more regional with all the flights and the programs that we had. So for that reason, you know, some agents didn't really get to know us in other parts of the US that maybe were not the Southeast or the Midwest. But I definitely say in the past, decade that has changed a lot. And, today Vacation Express is really very well known on a nationwide level. We have great support from agents throughout all of the US. And we were acquired by the Sunwing Travel Group, which I think it's probably been about 7 years now, actually. The Sunwing Travel Group is Canada's largest vertically integrated company. We also have Royalton Resorts, Blue Diamond Resorts that are part of our company. We have Sunwing Airlines. And Nexus Tours is our representatives in destination. That's also part of the same company. So we're part of a pretty big company.
Now, talk a little bit about the sort of wholesale tour products and services that Vacation Express offers and sells, and also what destinations in the regions of the world you focus on.
Yeah, so it's always been Caribbean, Mexico, and Costa Rica. And we figured it's just good to specialize in one area in particular. And even though agents many times have said, well, we want you to offer some other destinations. I think this day and age, once you're more specialized in certain areas, it certainly is a good thing. And at least in the short term, we want to keep it that way. Caribbean, Mexico, Costa Rica, and we have a few Central American countries as well, Panama, that we sell. But that's really our main product. And we feel it's good to stick with that and to not venture out too much, at least not in the short term.
No, it's great. And it sounds like you've got some big backers anyway with Sunwing and everything else. So you're kind of the wholesale operation for them now. Now, for that matter, you were sort of viewed as a regional wholesaler. Now you're getting bigger. And how do you compete against even some of the larger ones? I mean, there are only a few out there that are the big guys. We all talk about Apple Leisure Group. In fact, I think as we're talking, they're doing their virtual show now today. So
yes,
and they've just acquired everybody on earth. And what's your selling proposition for travel advisors in that environment, in that competitive environment?
Really for Vacation Express, it's always been about our service. And I think especially in the past 6 months, agents have come to appreciate that even more than in the past. So, I think for us, that really is our main selling point. At the end of the day, we all sell the same product, right? You sell airfare, hotel, transfers, insurance. So there's not a main difference. And everyone has to be competitive. So that's, pricing wise, sometimes you're a bit more, sometimes you're a bit less. But I think ultimately it really is about the service that you provide to agents, the way that you communicate with them, the way that you, connect with them. And we've definitely seen, throughout the years that has been the strength of Vacation Express and our team. Our contact center gets great reviews. We tend to keep it very personable. And I think that's one part that agents like about VE as well. They do get to know our staff. They get to know, of course, our BDMs well. But also, me personally, and I think it's been, one part of the reason that agents do connect with VE as well. I'm very visible as president of the company. I do meet a lot of travel agents. I do communicate with a lot of travel agents. So I think when you put all of that into perspective, I think certainly a lot of travel agents are feeling at home with VE, and sometimes not being the largest one is a good thing, right? I mean, we can
Absolutely.
make
We can't all be the Megans, right?
yeah, we can adapt very quickly. So there's certainly quite a bit of benefits there as well. Ultimately, we all have great buying power, so it's not related to that. And again, with the products that we have and being part of Sunwing Travel Group with all the Royalton resorts and Blue Diamond resorts, all the brands that are part of that, the new Planet Hollywood that's opening up in Cancun, and Nexus Tour. So we are really a complete company, and I think agents seem to feel pretty at home with us.
Now, do you only sell through travel advisors now, or do you do some direct business?
No, we do some direct business as well. And of course, part of our business is our charter business, which has always been that way. And, for the past, 15, 20 years, probably, you need that direct consumer as well to fill up your charters. I always said I wish we were where we were more than 20 years ago, that we were solely dependent on travel agents. But we've certainly seen a tremendous growth of travel agents coming to Vacation Express, in particular the past 6 months. But it's also been a trend that has been going on for quite a few years. So if I were able to rely even more on travel agents, I think it certainly would be great. But yes, we do take some direct consumer bookings as well, because we really need to fill our charter flights too.
Got it. Now, you do have a lot of loyalty, though. I was with one of your fam trip groups down here in Mexico, and they really do like working with your team. And with Kelly, your BDM was.
She's awesome.
You're running her ragged on these fam trips. Boy, she's just one to the next. I mean, she's great. She's great. And she did a great job with this team and showed off the Iberostar Coral Level and another Iberostar resort down there, as well as a lot of other properties. I didn't even go with them that one day. They visited like 5 properties, So, but they all seem to
see it. So.
But then you gave them a day on a catamaran, so I guess that was a little relaxing the next day. But we'll see what happens.
A lot of the great pictures on Facebook, so they had a great time.
Yeah, they did. And now let's talk about how Vacation Express has been dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic, the crisis. What have you had to do to get your company to get through it, and how have you been working with your travel advisor partners to help them?
Right. Well, needless to say, it's been a challenge for everyone, right? So we're certainly no exception, but it's been a rough road, let me tell you. I was already gray, but it's even more now, right?
So it went to the beard, right?
Yeah, we'll keep it going, but it's been tough, extremely tough for everyone. And just on the operational side of things, it's been extremely difficult for our team to get used to new processes and procedures every single day, with airlines changing, hotels changing, destinations changing. So it's been tough. It's been tough on the team. But, overall, when we look back now, and we can actually look back at the moment, the feedback that we had from travel agents is that Vacation Express really has done an outstanding job. And really the first thing that I did when all of this happened, in March, I set some very clear goals for the company. And the main components were really related to travel agents, which is that, we want to make sure that we're a great source of information for agents, because agents had so many questions about so many things. So we created this fantastic travel update with constant information about our new processes, our new procedures, destination information, hotel openings. It was such a great, valuable source of information for them. But we had a couple of other things we wanted to focus on. We wanted to make sure that, we kept it personable with the agents as well, make sure that we were in touch with them. So for the first time in my life, I actually joined social media, because I'm the one person out there that does not do any social media. But, starting mid-March, I really became the face of the company in our agent Facebook page to make sure that we were in touch with agents, that I was looking at all the questions and comments they had, and made sure that from a Vacation Express perspective, we were able to, make improvements and changes based on their comments. So I think that really helped tremendously. And, again, looking back, it really turned us into a better company with, even better processes, better procedures, and to just constantly be out there in front of the agents to listen to their concerns. So, overall, we've handled, the pandemic, I think, extremely well. The hold times with VE were not, as excessive as some other companies. We processed credit card refunds a lot quicker than most companies out there. And, the good side of all of that is that we're really seeing, some great agent loyalty in return now. And you're not doing these things to just create loyalty, right? You're doing these things because you want to do the best for your company and for the clients. But it's great to see the loyalty that agents are giving us in return. And we've seen, such a tremendous amount of new agents join Vacation Express. And since last week, our agent bookings actually have been up 70% or more than 70% on certain days, year over year. So, in hindsight, it's all been worth it. But we're gonna keep moving forward and make sure that we keep on improving the company, improving the way that we operate. But we certainly have been very appreciative of all the support that agents have given us as well, and we're looking forward to a successful season going forward.
Well, in that vein, what are you seeing? What destinations and tour products are you already starting to see selling both towards this year and into 2021? Are you seeing signs of recovery?
Yeah, I mean, it's week over week we're improving, which is great. Last week was very close to what we did last year for the first time. A couple of weeks ago, we were so excited because it was our first week since mid-March that we had more bookings than cancellations. So that was fantastic. So you're seeing these little improvements, week over week, day over day. Day by day. But really, when it comes to destinations, I mean, Mexico has really done a fantastic job. And they really were the first destination to just open up and say, hey, you know what, we welcome you with limited hotel occupancies, which I think was a great way for them to, give some comfort level to travel agents and clients. So it's paying off for them as well. Our numbers for Cancun are extremely strong, in particular Cancun, but also Los Cabos and Puerto Vallarta are seeing some good numbers. So yes, Cancun, Riviera Maya, and you're there, so you know all about it.
Oh yeah,
in great demand, and we're seeing that looking ahead into next year as well. Now the good thing for us is that we've also had so many travel agents, whether it's on fam trips as you noticed yourself, but also travel agents going themselves and saying, hey, I need to get out of here. Let me travel to Cancun, and they've posted a lot of pictures on our Facebook page. They've done a lot of promotions on their own websites. And I know that all of that is triggering increased demand as well, because once people see that people are traveling and, hey, it's actually a great experience, they are more likely to travel themselves as well. So, some great trends for next year with Mexico and in particular Cancun definitely being the strongest one. But we're seeing other destinations starting to pick up as well.
Yeah, well, the group that I was with, that was your Vacation Express fam trip, they were actually booking online, and they were taking photos of themselves, and I don't know if this was that wasn't their bookings, but the resort we were in, Iberostar Coral level, was already at 60% occupancy, which was the max for that weekend, that last weekend that we were there. So they are starting to come back. So that's good news. Now, is there anything else you'd like to highlight to our Travel Advisor viewers out there about Vacation Express, and how would you suggest they start working with you to sell your vacation products if they aren't already doing so?
Yeah, I think for a lot of agents is that, they probably by now, and in particular the past 6 months, they must have heard of us, right? If at this point you haven't heard of Vacation Express, then you're probably not selling Caribbean, Mexico, Costa Rica, because otherwise you would have. We do realize as well that sometimes agents are just so accustomed to working with certain tour operators only. But ultimately, they've also seen that, sometimes you need to make a little bit of a change, right? And initially, we recognize that it's a little bit out of their comfort zone. You have to get used to a new booking system, new processes, new procedures. But ultimately, our system is extremely easy to use. Agents that just start using VE, they really don't require any particular training. I mean, you need to do a little bit of self-guidance, of course, and self-training. But our systems are very easy to use. And we certainly have some of the best agent incentive programs out there. And I think that's important to everyone, right? I mean, not only have we done a lot of 20% commission hotels in recent months, we just launched, I think yesterday, we launched a whole bunch of new ones for Dominican Republic. We probably have 10, 15 hotels at least where we pay 20% commission to travel agents. And that has been a theme that we started, probably a couple of weeks ago or a few months ago. So of course, agents like to earn, some more commission. They all lost a lot of money. But our long-term programs include a fantastic freebies program where agents can earn free nights for themselves. They don't have to ask for travel agent rates at the resorts. They can earn free nights for themselves when they book our participating hotels. We have a VE rewards program where they can earn cash. They can earn free charter seats for cities where we have that. So, we do have a lot of great benefits. So hopefully agents will just say, hey, you know what, let me finally have a look at VE and sign up and register. And of course, just to make sure that everyone understands, we're not only selling charters, right? The vast majority of our business is airfare on all the major carriers and Frontier and other low-cost carriers. We have them all. So we do have a pretty wide range of products. And if they want to sign up with us, it's really very easy. You can either reach out to sales support at vacationexpress.com. So very easy to email them, sales support at ve.com, at vacationexpress.com. And then if they want to register online, they can really just go to our website at pro.vacationexpress.com. They can register there. It has a special link for if you are a travel agent, and they can register there. So it's a very easy process. And of course, they can join our Facebook page, and they will see a lot of wonderful comments from other agents that have been selling Vacation Express already, and just a general feedback. So I would say no hesitations, give it a shot, and really just join a wonderful company.
Well, Renee, thank you for taking the time to speak with us. I was with a very enthusiastic group of travel advisors on your FAM down here at Iberostar. They clearly liked the company and liked their BDM, and they really, so that's when I said, I have to talk with you and find out more about this, because I know, again, I've heard of the company over the many years. I'm not haven't quite as long as 36 years, but 30 years. So, but it's good to finally catch up with you to find out more about Vacation Express and what you offer. And thanks again for taking the time.
Sure. Thank you as well. Appreciate it. And enjoy the rest of your stay in Cancun.
I will try. I'm going to be very sad to leave. I tell you, maybe I'll find another resort that I can go to for next week. We'll see what happens. But
all right.
Anyway, again, thanks very much. And,
sure. Appreciate it.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.